Hey guys, it's Mandy. So if you are new here, please consider subscribing. And if you are one of my returning viewers, thank you so much for being here. I am so grateful for your friendship and your company. I have had a few requests now to show some size differences between different ages of reborns and to also show you to give you an idea of the corresponding size of clothing that will go with those sizes of dolls. Now, I just want to make the disclaimer that sizing does sometimes largely depend on the brand. There are certain brands like Carter's or let's say Cat and Jack from Target that run pretty true to size. And then there are brands like Pat Pat that run a lot larger. So the sizing that I am going to give you is going to be as close to accurate as I can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a micro preemie. I'm going to show you a preemie, a small newborn, a regular newborn, a large newborn, a 0 to 3 month baby, a 3 to 6 month baby, and a 6 to 9 month. And I'm going to tell you the various sizes that I've been able to put those dolls in. So I'm going to pause the video while we get our first baby, okay? Okay, so to get us started here, I have my little Behringer baby, Olive, and my Kinbee Reborn, Georgiana. So Olive is what you would consider a micro preemie. She is only 15.5 inches, but more than her length is the fact that she is very, very narrow. I mean, look how small she is. And there are actual reborn kits that are this tiny. I just don't happen to have any actual reborns, so we're just using her as this size. But see how tiny she is? Now, preemie clothing, like actual preemie size clothing, would probably swallow her whole. You would probably need to get specially made clothing, which you can find on Etsy, or you can find through, individual sellers on Facebook. I have found some clothing for this baby on Etsy, and I ordered some. Of course, when that comes in, I'll show you. But yeah, she is, you see just how little she is. So here is Georgiana. Georgiana is a Kinbee that's been reborn, but she is pretty accurate for a preemie sized reborn kit. She is 16 inches from head to toe, and her legs are slightly curled up. So you can imagine that if these were straight, she'd probably be about 17, maybe 17.5. This is a preemie size outfit from Carter's Disney. She fits perfectly in it. I mean, it fits her absolutely perfectly. So, not too big, not too small. But yeah, she's 16 inches. She's about 5 pounds, and as you can see, she's considerably wider than little Olive. Give me a second, and I'll be back. Okay, so what we are looking at here is a comparison between a preemie and a little reborn. This is my Leia. She's the Christopher Asleep sculpt. She is a tiny reborn. She is about, I believe she's 18 inches. And she is, I could be wrong, it might be more about 18.5, but she's really little. She's got tiny, tiny, tiny limbs. She's not, I mean, you can kind of see there's not a big difference between the waist of this baby to this baby. The limbs are about the same size, but she's longer. Her legs are a little bit straighter, but she is longer. She's about 18 inches. She can fit into preemie clothes, but she can also fit into newborn. Some newborn clothes can swallow her up just a little bit. This is a 0 to 3 right here, and as you can see, it looks adorable on her, but it's huge. This right here is a 0 to 3 onesie. Actually, nope, never mind. I'm wrong. I remember, this is a newborn onesie. See how loose it is on her? She is a really small newborn. So she can fit, she can swim in 0 to 3. Newborn fits a little big on her. This is a Carter's. And preemie can fit her pretty much just like it can fit little Georgiana here. Okay, we'll be back. Okay, what we have here is my Luke. Luke's the J to Sleep sculpt. He's 19 inches. If he were stretched out, his legs are bent a little bit. If he were stretched out, he would be 19 inches. And as you can see, limb-wise, a lot bigger than Leia. He is what I would consider a normal reborn size, because he's about 5.5 pounds, and he is 19 inches. But he is a good deal bigger than her. Now, he does not fit in preemie clothes at all. Preemie clothes will barely fit over him. He will fit into newborn size clothing perfect. These little pants are, I believe, like, hey, you can come in. Okay, don't come in. He just got out of the bath, you guys. You don't want him to come in here. He's probably naked. These are newborn size pants, and they fit perfectly. This is a newborn size onesie. So 0 to 3 would fit him, though. I have had him in 0 to 3 of like Carter's, and it looks fine. I mean, it's roomy, but it looks fine. So we'll be right back again. Okay, so what we've got here is what I would consider the difference between a regular reborn and a big reborn. This is June asleep. She is a full 20 inches, and she's about 6.5 pounds. She is wider than he is. Her limbs, she's bigger than he is. Her head's about the same size, but she's 20 inches. So she would never fit in preemie clothing. I've never tried, but I know it would never fit. And newborn clothing fits her like perfect. Newborn clothing is absolutely fine on her. But she looks really good in 0 to 3 clothing as well. 3 to 6 month would not fit her. I mean, it would, but it would be really big. But she's what I would consider a big reborn because she's wide, she's longer, she's a chunky girl. So yeah, there's not a lot of room in a newborn size clothing. This is a newborn size like little overshirt, and it fits her. I mean, there's not much room. So yeah, that's Daphne. Forgot to tell you her name. That's my Daphne. Okay, I'll be right back again. Okay, as you can see, we have jumped to a considerable difference. So, this is a large newborn. This is a, you know what, guys? I have jumped the gun. I've jumped the gun. You'll see her again. Be right back. Hazel's right there. She was like, look at that pose. She's like, Mom, it was my time to shine. Okay, so here we have the large newborn. This is a 0 to 3 month size baby. This is Hayden. He's the Ivy sculpt. He is 21 inches. If he was, if his legs were stretched out all the way, he'd probably be a good 22, maybe even 22 and a half. So he fits most comfortably in 0 to 3 clothing, but I can put him in 3 to 6 month size clothing. Now, it'd be too big. This right here, this is 0 to 3, and as you can see, it fits pretty good. This is, I believe this is a, let me see the sizing on this. Come here, buddy. That's a newborn. Okay, so that's a newborn size, and it's pretty, do you see how snug that is? It's really snug on him. Well, plus he's wearing another onesie underneath. But he fits in 0 to 3 month size clothing, like, perfectly. You can see how much bigger he is than her. If you could imagine his legs all the way out, you would know he has, you know, a couple inches on her. But yeah, he can fit into 0 to 3 and 3 to 6 month, and pretty snugly into newborn. But 3 to 6 month actually looks perfectly fine on him too. So, okay, hold on, it's your turn. Okay, guys, now it's Miss Hazel's turn. So here we have the difference between a 0 to 3 reborn and a 3 to 6 month reborn. It's a pretty good size difference. So Hazel is the Playful Sage 4 month. She is 20, I want to say she's, now I can't remember. I think she's 23 inches. She might be 24, but if you could imagine her limbs stretched out, she's definitely at least 24, 24 and a half. She fits absolutely perfectly into 3 to 6 month. Now, she can fit into 0 to 3. Now, this onesie she is wearing is a 0 to 3, and as you can see, there is no room to grow in there. That is a nice, snug fit. These are 0 to 3, and nice and snug. I'm pretty sure this is 0 to 3. Let's see. Yep, this is 3 months. So, with that particular brand that she's wearing, 3 month means it's 0 to 3. Just like 6 month in this particular size means that it's, I think 3 to 6. I could be wrong about that. I don't know, guys. What brand is this again? This is Just One You. And it's 3 month size. But yeah, when I find 3 to 6 month clothing, she would fit just fine in it. She's about the same width and length as the Maddie sculpt, and Maddie can fit just fine in 3 to 6 month, and she can also fit into 6 to 9 month, and I have no doubt that this girl will also fit into 6 to 9 month. It just might be really roomy. So yes, you finally got your turn. Okay, guys, we're going to do our last baby, which is going to be a 6 to 9 month size baby. And we'll be back. Okay, I lied. There's one more baby after this. So, this is Penny. She's the Maddie sculpt. Now, she fits absolutely perfectly in a 6 to 9 month size. This is a 6 to 9 months onesie. These are 6 to 9 month sweatpants. This is a 6 to 9 month size hoodie. But she can also fit into 3 to 6 month size. Now, it's going to be really, really snug. But it's going to fit her, but there's going to be no room. And I have not put her, I don't think I've ever put her in a 12 month size thing, because I think one time I tried and it just kind of like fell off of her. It was way too big. But she will fit perfect, absolutely perfect in a 6 to 9 month size. There she is in comparison. She's chunkier. It's not so much that she's longer. I think she might be longer, but it's more that her sculpt is built. She's chunkier. See the leg size? She's she's a lot chunkier. Okay, one last baby this time, I promise. Okay, this is our last comparison. So this is Jacqueline Louise. She is the Joseph 3-month sculpt. And as you can see, she is big. She is big, big, big. She would probably fit in 6 to 9 months. I haven't tried it. I think 6 to 9 months would probably fit her okay, but you would have issues with these these monstrous legs, and she's big. Her arms are big. Her oops, sorry baby girl. Her head is big. So this is a 12 to 18 month size that's on her right now. And as you can see, I had to roll it up just a little bit, but other than that, I mean, it looks fine on her. So you can tell she's a big baby. So yeah, she can wear 12 to 18. She can wear 9 to 12 just fine. I think 6 to 9 would be a bit rough. Now, this big girl over here, she's tricky. She is my most difficult baby to dress because of how big her arms are. She needs 12 to 18 month size. I've tried to fit her into 6 to 9. I've tried to fit her into 9 to 12. And everything is always a battle that ends up killing mommy's back unless it's a 12 to 18 month size. Because she's just her sculpt, especially these arms, are just so, they're just big. They're just huge. So I think the bigger you get, when you get these big sculpts, that their sculpts are actually much bigger than what would be a baby of their size. With like Joseph 3-month and June 7-month, you're going to have to play with sizes. I think you're just going to have to look at brands. You're going to have to get comfortable with what a brand's sizing would be like. You might have to, roll up the foot cuffs to try to make it look better. It's just, that's the best advice I have, is that with these babies, unless you want to spend 15 minutes trying to squeeze them into an outfit, it's probably best to go much bigger than what they should probably be wearing, like I did in this case. She is wearing 6 to 9 month size. These are 6 to 9 month size. This was a battle. This is 9 to 12 months. This barely fits her. I wouldn't be able to zip this up. Can you see that? I wouldn't be able to zip it up. So anyway, you guys, this was a very interesting question. I hope that I helped. I hope that that those of you who wanted my opinion on this could get some assistance out of this, or some ideas. If you need any further videos on this topic, just let me know. I am going to be trying those pat clothing on some dolls here very soon, and I will make sure that I make videos, and I'll try them on a variety of different sizes and give you guys my opinion. So, alright guys, well, I will talk to you later. So until then, take care of each other, and remember that all of you are beautiful, and you're wonderful, and you're amazing. And don't let anyone ever tell you different, or Jackie Lou is gonna come get you. Alright guys, bye-bye.